Hey guys, it is Coach Andrea Hervé with LKN Connect, and I am here with Hilary Porta, who is going to share her story about what she does and how she became so fabulous. Hilary, why don't you tell everyone here in the Lake Norman area what you do and how you got there?
Oh my goodness. Well, when did we start, right? Being 57, as we talked about, I've had just a wonderful corporate career. And then I actually stopped and had some babies after that. I went back. I was actually into coaching before there really it became just a billion-dollar industry. And I just really enjoyed it so much. I just kind of found that was just my natural gifting. And so I started my own coaching practice.
Yeah.
And it's, let's see, it's 24 now. So it's going on 15 years. So
wow.
Yeah, I know. That's
great.
It's pretty amazing. So I don't know. I get to, right? I
Yeah.
always say that I get to because it's always really amazing. Sometimes I've really tried to architect my life to where I have a really good quality of life. I try to live while I can, you know what I mean? If that makes any sense whatsoever, and still serve my clients at the highest. So I have just a whole bunch of different kinds of clients.
Awesome. So tell us a story about maybe one of your clients who kind of had a breakthrough or just something that you do with your clients to give our audience an idea.
Okay, so it immediately popped into my mind.
Okay.
One of my favorite clients, and it's really funny. Okay, so and this is probably a great example of what I do.
Okay.
Because we really address both the personal and the professional.
Mhm.
And so this gentleman called me up and he goes, "Hey, I heard from so and so that you're the chick that I need to hire." And I'm like, "Okay,
I need to hire.
all right."
Such a guy's way of introducing himself.
Right?
Yep.
Man,
We're very
here we go.
blunt.
There we go. You're just like, you're the one I need to hire. I'm sitting in the jet for you. And I'm like, "Oh no, don't work that way. I'm booked out."
Yes.
Well, let's talk in just a little bit. And so he gave me a lot of information at a time,
Right.
His expectations of where he was operating from.
Mm-hmm.
So he flies me up and it was really amazing. So I go up and I spend like 2 or 3 days with him, his team, and kind of at the water cooler, right? Because there's so much information that you get at the water cooler and just really getting to know his people and all that. And at the end of the time, I mean, I sat through meetings with him and really saw how his direct reports interacted and things of that nature. And so he sits back in his chair, this big chair. He says, "How do I do? How do you know?" And I said, "Well," he goes, "Where's your piece of paper? Where's the deck? Right? Where's your presentation deck?" And I said, "It's right here. Sit down. Hang on." And so I just said, "Hey, here are my observations," right? I shared several observations that his people were extremely well paid. Let's just say overly well paid, but they were yes men. And so we had the wrong people in the wrong seats, number one. And they were very disrespectful to him in the meetings, like they would roll. He did not even recognize it and realize it. They would even
roll their eyes
and, just kind of do, like whatever. Yeah, these people were being paid $1 million plus and taking their helicopters to the Hamptons on the weekends. But, and so we worked really, obviously, very closely. He gave me carte blanche. I cleaned house.
There you go.
And I actually went through and hired myself the right people. And then just kind of went through the whole situation, shifted the culture completely. I mean, everything from how they work and their environment even. And really started fostering trust and engagement and true getting to know you. We're gonna sit down and have dinner. We're gonna really get to know each other. What's on your heart? Where's your passion and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so with that, I was able to really teach him some amazing skills. And so one night, get this, I made him. I think he's a little scared of me, to be honest with you. But I made him. I said, "You're gonna have a tribal council with your family." Okay. And
a tribal
council, like survival. You have this type of thing. And I said, "I want you to go around," and I said, "I want you each to share your heart where you are."
Okay.
And I said, "I want you to order pizza, not have the chef prepare dinner. Order pizza, get real, get on the couch, call everybody in. We're gonna have a real heart to heart. You're gonna have to go up there first, and you're going to say, 'Hey, I love you and I owe you an apology. He was like, I hate you. I went, I know, right? Like I totally knew he did for a minute, but it's I love hate thing.
Yeah.
But he knew I was for him and I was for his family. I was going to fight that good fight. And so anyway, he did that. And I think they were all afraid that he was losing his cookies for a second because that's never happened, right? You never see dad except for the checkbook. Let's be honest, right? And so it went from him being a checkbook dad, living very high, to him making all the games, getting really engaged. So I guess about a couple of months went by and I got this enormous, when I say enormous, like when you go into these really fancy smancy hotels and in the foyer there's a round table and there's this just enormous bouquet of flowers. No, it's not even a bouquet. Hell, I don't know. It looks like a tree of flowers. I said, hey, listen, I just got this big thing in here. He goes, yeah. He goes, she fell in love with me again. I said, yeah, I know, right? So to make a long story short, I actually sat on the phone with her. I called her. It was the very first time we connected.
I love it.
And I sat there and cried with her for about an hour and a half. And she talked about how she not only got her man back, but a better man than she actually started with. And
give me chills.
I know. Well, yeah, but that's what happens when you get somebody. I'm a life architect, right?
Yeah.
And a business alchemist. So I was like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
And so here's how. So let's give you a blueprint on how to live.
Right. Yeah.
So that's just one example. I mean, I
love
have a million, but thank you for asking. It's really fun. So I get to walk in that sacred space with people.
And they're lucky to have you. So lucky to
thank you.
have you change
I paid her
lives.
for that.
No,
just so you know.
there's no money exchanged here. That's a line. Well, it was so nice meeting you and talking to you more, Hilary. And we'll put in the show notes links on how to get a hold of Hilary if you have any questions or want to see all of the awesome things that she's doing right now and offering. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate the time that you've given.